We live.
We back again.
Yep.
We're in it. We're in the shits. We're alive.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to this, and I know you are, welcome back to the show. It's the IMO Podcast, the only podcast where we talk about a bunch of no-name rappers going against one of the greatest rappers of all time.
I wonder whose side he's on, Jared.
I'm on everybody's
Eminem's.
side.
We know. We heard.
I'm on everybody's side.
Nah.
You wanna know whose side I'm on?
No, I wonder what side Andre's on.
Oh.
I'm on the winning side.
That's fair.
Man. Guys, I am your host. Well, one of your hosts anyway. Well, I'm the steering host, but not the navigating host. Guys, my name is Andre. Your moderator. You're I want to say navigator, but that's basically what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I am your host for this evening. So I'm joined by Jared.
What's up, pimp? How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I am chilling, enjoying Destiny 2 Forsaken. Shit is hella crispy. I would say crispy? Lit, but it's been too much in the oven, son. This shit is just now burnt and crispy.
Okay, so that was one of the worst.
It's alright, son. I'm literally been up for almost 24 to 48 hours, so bear with me. I'm not joking.
Right, Jared is the guy playing Destiny 2 right now. I believe it's called Forsaken.
Yep.
And we're gonna see if he's a scrub or not. Hey, Maurice, how are you?
So does that make me Google since you're the navigator, since I work on the agenda, or how's that work?
Well, how does that make me Google?
Does that make me? How's that make me Google?
Oh, you said you. My bad.
Yes, I did.
I don't know.
I'm Google.
I don't know.
Jared, change my name to Google. It's Google.
I mean, how do you change? Okay.
Aren't you gonna get copyrighted for that?
Okay.
Nah.
All right.
You sure?
Okay.
Positive.
Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the shits today, guys. For everybody just listening, if you're just now joining the show, welcome. You are loved, kinda. But go ahead and show us some love and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. You can also hit that like button. That also helps us out. And you can also, leave a comment if you want. You ain't gotta do that, but if you want to, I'm right here for it. All right, so yeah, we got a great show for you guys today. Lots of not too much gaming news to talk about, but we got a bunch of music shit to talk about, and we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit, and then we'll get the hell up out of here. Anyway, so let's get right into the meat and potatoes here. So well, let's get this lesser thing out the way, because I got a feeling that we're not gonna come back in circle and talk about this. So there's a little game called The Witcher. I'm pretty sure that everybody's heard of it. I mean, I haven't played that shit, but yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of The Witcher, right? Do I have to explain The Witcher to anybody? Jared, Maurice, what do you got?
I have not played The Witcher, but I heard it's a really good game.
Damn.
I am missing out on a lot of things. When that game came out, I was kind of didn't have money, so. Yeah.
No, it's the fact that I don't think any of us played it.
I played it.
Oh well, Maurice don't count.
What? Okay.
even though that's 2/3 of our crew right here, Maurice don't count. The Witcher is a really big ass game, and that's literally all I know about it. Hey Maurice, is The Witcher about witches?
No, there are probably witches in there, but it's not specifically about them. A
So,
witcher, it's like European folklore, I think. A witcher is someone who like Van Helsing's monsters, basically.
That's bullshit.
That's not about witches, or
That's not about witches. That's like it's false advertisement, son.
it's okay.
And it's like, imagine like McDonald's hamburgers and damn.
Because hamburgers is in the name of McDonald's.
It is. It used to be. long time ago.
Back when.
It was like McDonald's hamburgers and milkshakes or some stupid retro shit like that.
I believe you, I guess. But okay.
There you go. You ain't got no choice, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the stream right now, and I swear to God, I thought I thought Jared was Hanzo, and I thought he was about to do his ultimate, and I'm like, oh, oh no, wait a minute, this is the wrong fucking game.
Wow, good job.
So
but now you got a witness of the new bow that Forsaken showed us. You get this through a quest mission with Petra, but I fucking love this bow. It's really
does a
fun.
big ass dragon come out of it?
A big ass arrow comes out that blows niggas up. Does that count?
I mean, yeah.
Cool.
I think Hanzo was fucking busted.
I don't want to say I'm playing Smite and Bologna has a new dragon skin that has a big.
Oh my god. Are you playing the dragon skin?
Yeah, I am.
Oh Jesus Christ! It fits the theory.
It could have literally been anything with the way they did it. It's a tier 5 skin, and I'm not sure if you know, but all of Bologna's attacks, they basically become her new basic attack when she uses them. So she'll use like a whip or something, and then her basic attack will change to like whips and shit. So with this new skin, every time you transform, you take on a new set of armor. So if I use like her whip attack, I have this green set of armor. If I use her bludgeon or hammer attack, I have this red set of armor. It literally could have been anything, so long as it looked cool. It didn't have to be dragon.
But it's a female dragon.
Yeah, I guess, man. And look, it's more ironic. It's more ironic than anything because Bologna's like I have the most playtime on Bologna versus any character in this game.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not. Anyway, so okay, all right. So yeah, so The Witcher that's finally found its who's the main character name again?
Geralt.
Geralt.
Yeah. Or Geralt.
Anyway, yeah. So Netflix is coming up with a live-action Witcher movie. Is it a movie or a series? I don't know. Who the fuck cares? Nobody's gonna watch this shit anyway. So
that is not accurate at all.
How much you want to bet?
Son, they made a card game from the Witcher game for Xbox. It's Xbox exclusive.
Oh, is that Gwent shit?
Yes,
oh
son. People care about Witcher. It's had 3 games. Each one better than the last. Like comparatively better than the last. Like, it's a big series.
Nah, fuck that guy. Anyway,
it's big enough for him to be featured in Soul Calibur, a series where they put Star Wars characters in.
That's a coincidence. That's a coincidence, kind of like you playing a female dragon character again.
No, nigga.
Could have been anything, I say.
Okay, these loose like fucking connections, you Vic. I feel you, son.
What do you mean slight?
I said loose.
Okay, loose. What do you mean loose?
Like I'd see if it was like a character I have never played before that got dragon armor.
But it just so happens that they gave the character I play dragon armor.
I don't know. I'm just looking my boo. I ain't sliding them no 20s.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
I would have asked for a black, an ebony version of Bologna with like a fucking bikini on.
Ooh. Yes.
I'm just saying.
I will play the game at that point. Anyway, back to the fucking topic.
Everyone loves dragons, man. That's all it is.
Can you stop saying everybody loves dragons?
They do.
Get rid of your dragon.
It's a very popular
Your shit is worse than Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh, son. You gotta.
Everyone likes dragons. Everyone does.
Define everyone.
Like fucking Magic the Gathering, they always make a dragon for each set.
That's a fantasy type thing.
Yes, because niggas love dragons.
No, because fantasy and dragons go hand in hand, nigga.
Oh my god, you can't like try to single me out this much. Like this is impossible.
I can because you do the same thing. It is difficult. It's almost what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find it. But anyway,
okay.
I had to read, but it's not really a read because I knew.
There's a legit dragon character in this game, and I don't play him at all.
Did you also love American Dragon Jake Long?
Yes, it was a great series until they changed Who did? Okay.
It was a great series.
It was a great series until they changed the art.
Thank you.
Did you guys
all right, thank you.
Not play it? I mean, you guys not watch it or what?
I watched it.
Oh no, I watched it.
I hated the second season.
It was alright.
Okay, that's fine.
I actually thought that the second season was better than the first.
Oh.
Only probably because of like the fucking action. It was a lot more action.
It was a lot more action.
Yeah, and that's because
the artwork was just ass in my opinion.
Yeah, I did not like it. Was not a fan.
You got that dragon on dragon action. Anyway, back to The Witcher. The live action Netflix series of The Witcher has a new starring man in with Geralt. His name is Henry Cavill. You may know him as
Henry Cavill as the lead. You think no one's going to watch it? Sorry.
I mean, they may watch it. They may watch it just for Henry Cavill. I'll give you that.
No, I mean like they put a very big star on it. Like that's reason enough to think, oh, this must be like a serious series. But they want to put
Netflix has been doing that a lot lately, though.
But he's in current movies. Like who else has done that for?
So what's Will
like
Smith?
Will Smith is no. He's. I mean, movies are still coming out. What movies does Will Smith have out right now, or in the past like 2 years?
Suicide Squad.
Oh. Got me.
Yeah, got you there. Anyway, everybody's favorite man, Henry Cavill. I was waiting for a rebuttal there. Anyway, everybody's favorite. What? No rebuttal? Everybody's favorite man? Really?
Everybody's favorite Superman.
Wow. Oh shit.
You want to rebuttal? What are you?
He got me with that one, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's favorite Superman is now in a Netflix show, and most likely he's going to be shirtless because every time I look at the fucking gameplay for The Witcher, that nigga has his shirt off. Why? I'm not too sure why.
Why are you always too? I think you're looking at something else, son. I don't think that's The Witcher.
Son, that nigga always has his shirt off. Son. I'm looking at every cutscene, and I'm like, why is this nigga so buff? And the shirt always off.
Are you sure? Like, there are dark places on the internet, not necessarily dark web, but you know, you could have stumbled onto a Rule 34 site. Like that.
I'm mad that you said it like there's more than one.
I mean, there is.
It's the fact that you said it by name. Like, you've been inserted into like a Rule 34 site, and okay.
Oh, just
that does make sense though. Anyway, moving on.
Now that I'm thinking back on it.
Now that I'm thinking back on it, it makes perfect sense.
I'm pretty sure they just wouldn't show his dick going inside a vagina like that. Like that doesn't sound right.
Damn, you're right. Does anybody have any opinions for Henry Cavill being in The Witcher? It is a really big surprise, especially since that nigga is Superman, the most sought after position in Hollywood, and he also played in Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible.
Exactly.
And that nigga was tough as shit in that movie.
They just have a lot of faith in this movie or this series, son. I
can only imagine.
They should, because it's a really popular series and it spawns like really great games, or the studio produces really great games. But
this might be the big
Henry
thing.
fucking Cavill, like
that's it. He's a household name at this point.
Basically,
so
your Superman, your Witcher.
Wow.
Your Mission Impossible, nigga. Like,
wow. You don't even know his thing. Your Mission Impossible.
I didn't watch the movie yet.
I didn't either, but he's not Ethan Hunt. Calm down. Probably died.
I'm just saying. Son, you saw the way he was pieced up that dude in the trailer? Come on,
son, that shit was hilarious. That nigga took off his shirt. Shirt was like, all right, nigga, go time. All right, calm down, my nigga, down. It's the fact that that nigga was probably Superman in Man of Steel and in fucking Tom Cruise's in Mission Impossible too, son. They didn't even change the fucking character. Just be Superman in both these fucking movies. He was like, all right, bet. Anyway, let's move on here. So, everybody's favorite resident white boy. Oh wait, no, we're going with that. No rebuttal on that one either. No. Okay, I guess we're.
Talk about Henry Cavill again.
Yes. 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 Anyway, everybody's favorite white rapper and probably the only white rapper. Eminem, Marshall Maver, Slim Shady.
Slim Shady. Not sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. This is IMO Podcast presenting to you.
Please stop. Because Jose Zuniga is on it too. That's what's fucking funny. Anyway, I imagine you know about Dollar Shave Club. That's what's funny.
Everyone does it. Everyone does it.
They pay very handsomely.
Apparently, son. Like,
and they also send you a very nice shaving kit for about $5 every single month. So go ahead and click the link below.
Not that we're sponsored to have or have tried any of their products.
And nor is there a link below. So so yeah, Eminem, the rap god, Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady. Does he have another name? Haley at this point, because that nigga says Haley in every single one of his albums, like several times. Like, we get it. You have a daughter. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Say what?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. So, a little backstory. So, Eminem, he had an album come out last year. It was garbage. It was really bad. We reviewed it on this show. Link in the description, so you can check that shit out.
That's not there either.
it's a work in progress, guys. All right, it's coming. We're gonna get better.
Don't forget about the part that includes work. Just don't forget about that. All right. All right, cool.
Anyway, Revival 2017, dark time for Eminem because he dropped quite possibly not only his worst project, in my opinion.
I believe it wasn't well received. That's all.
But we can all agree that Revival is his worst one, right?
I think it's more recovery.
Damn, really?
Not recovery. Sorry.
Relapse was pretty bad, but I think Revival had 3 songs on this one. Not even. And that's on a good. Yes.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess. I would have to give it a Revival.
No, you know you're not gonna do that.
I might. I don't
You're
know.
not.
Fucking Frame.
Right. And that's one.
Castle.
Can't remember Castle.
Walk on Water, even though I was the only person in the world.
Okay, so that's a 50-50.
Yeah, I was saying, even though I was the only person in the world who liked it.
Okay. We're at 1.5. All right, so Revival was a really bad Eminem album that came out last year, and when I say that everybody hated this album, it was pretty much unanimous that everybody hated this album.
Except Joyner Lucas.
I'm not even going to get into that.
He did. He said it on
Really?
national YouTube. He said it.
National YouTube.
Well,
Worldly YouTube.
Worldly YouTube. We
World,
upgraded.
global. Okay.
Global YouTube? Nah, universal YouTube, son.
Universal YouTube. Can we end that real quick? Is that possible?
Can we should copyright though.
We should.
We about to die.
Nah.
Anyway,
I don't
anyway,
know, y'all.
well, that's not the first time that a rapper has said a really bad album that nobody liked was good. I remember when you guys don't know about this. When Kid Cudi dropped Speed and Bullet to Heaven, 3 Stacks himself said that it was a good album. I'm like, we didn't listen to the same fucking album. You'll probably look like, what are you talking about? Just realize that the word Speed and Bullet to Heaven is a bad album. Anyway, back to Eminem.
Sounds like a.
Son, if I would have played that album right now, you probably wouldn't talk to me ever again, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Anyway, so critics panned it, fans didn't like it. Well, not all that much. There was probably a couple white girls in the suburbs that probably like Revival. That was probably it. I swear to God, that's the only reason. That's the only demographic I can see liking that shit. It wasn't like trailer trash, but I don't know. Revival was a weird album. Fast forward to 2018. Eminem is in his feelings. He's mumbling. He's
Sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess that's a show. If you like what you heard,
Damn, it was that easy.
no. Eminem has been on the interwebs a little bit too much, and he heard that everybody said "fuck Revival." So a couple months later, he gives us Kamikaze. I don't know what is this, his 14th album or some shit. I don't know. Which is a response to pretty much the industry, the backlash of everybody's hateful Revival and shit like that. So I'm not too sure where to exactly start with talking with this album, because there's actually a lot to talk about here, from Eminem's satire to how he views himself to the industry itself and
to the movie references,
right, and all that other shit.
As a god in the story.
So let's break this shit up into 2 parts: the first half and the second half. So first half of the album was fucking great, awesome, fantastic, very good. Any objections to that?
No.
I loved how Joyner Lucas got featured on.
My man's moving up in the world, dog.
Right, so it all started with an orange basketball, you know.
Wow, this man put the Proud Family reference in there.
It all started with that Complex interview, I think. Like when he calls it the dope album, he's like, "Oh," and it was like, "Yep, you see my vision. You're in the next train."
Oh damn, was that Everyday Struggle?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Rest in peace to Everyday Struggle, by the way. I used to love that show.
He's only like one smart nigga and like
You two have
a mediator
definitely
and
earned
some
your
dumb
keep
nigga.
today.
Like,
Red Legion
Don't go on Nadeska like this. Nadeska is actually a great part of that show. I really hope her career gets better. Anyway,
I don't think she just seemed like she was just. Anyways, back to
that's her
Eminem.
job. Yeah, back to Eminem's album. So
I mean, what the?
back to Eminem's album. You know, nah, Maurice didn't say that shit. I drive this show. I'm in the steering wheel. Me,
Sure.
all me. Nothing
Yeah,
but
you're
me.
the navigator in the steering wheel, and I'm just Google telling you where to go.
Nothing but net. I was trying to stay with the basketball theme. Anyway, so the opening of this, the first track, in fact, I need to have the album open, but I forgot the name of the first track already. But that was really good. That was actually a really good opener, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like theme to what we'll be getting for the rest of the album.
Intro.
Here we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a good intro for Eminem. It really sets the pace really good for most of the album, and I'm going to get to those other two songs, which I'm like,
I think I know what you're talking
why is this song even on here? But the ringer was really good. Eminem just comes on like, hey, I'm just about to give y'all a cold 862 bars right here.
Let me remind you who made Rap God. Let me remind you who the Rap God is.
Basically. And then after that, he goes into the greatest, which is, once again, I'm the greatest. Don't fuck with me. So at this point, I'm already going like, hey, Eminem, you're this is already better than all of Revival. Good job. Very good. I'm impressed. And then we get to the third song, Lucky You, featuring Joyner fucking Lucas. Now, last year, I called this shit. Nobody wants to admit it, but I called this. I said, like, okay, with all of these lyrical niggas that are, like, seemingly coming out of the woodwork right now, why don't you get them niggas to feature on your newest album? And I think Eminem heard me. And I even think that we said that we should keep on ragging on Eminem so that we can get a better project.
I think
See,
he
Maurice?
heard us.
See, we did it correctly. We did it correct. We got what we wanted.
Cool.
So, yeah, Lucky You, Joyner Lucas. I think that's the hardest song on the album. No rebuttal there.
I can agree with that.
It was alright. I wouldn't say the hardest, but it was alright.
Yeah, not my favorite, but you know.
I'm actually in shock.
I mean, I love the fact that Joyner Lucas was on it, but if we're talking about like just, are we talking about like raw, hard 16, like just going in?
Yes.
Oh, that's probably the first track, like that, hands down. Either that one or not the track list up right here. Either that one or Not Alike.
Not Alike. Oh yeah, we are.
Not Alike was. Oh my! I was laughing through that whole fucking song.
Right.
Let's get to that in one. Let's get to that in 1 second.
Yeah, I thought Joyner Lucas' joint was pretty dope though.
I was actually surprised that Joyner Lucas was able to keep up with M the way that he does.
He was on a song with Tech Nine, so I'm like, what do you mean
And
surprised?
Logic.
Exactly.
Man,
He outshined Logic.
Man, because
Exactly.
that nigga Logic wasn't even trying, nor did did he want to.
So you're saying he outshined Logic then? All right then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Logic can be a little bitch sometimes. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Hey man, you better make Joyner Lucas come out with an album tribute us, man. He hates Logic. Does he still have
Logic
beef with Logic?
Logic is
It's
only
specifically around that track, but yeah.
Logic is only out bitched by Chance the Rapper at sometimes. Like Logic could be in his
And
feelings.
Joyner Lucas at this point.
But Joyner Lucas had a bitch.
Oh, you mean oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
got
say, like,
My
confused
brain,
too. I got
my brain
confused
read
too.
that wrong. Sorry.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I'm saying like who's the bigger bitch? And
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas not. But yeah, so but Joyner Lucas. What's funny is Joyner Lucas held his own very well, but then Eminem is just like, all right, not bad, not bad. Let me show you how to do it. And it was crazy just to hear those two going back and forth, and then the chorus was great. The lyrics were great. Here's the thing about Eminem, and I probably should say this for the end. Eminem's ear for music isn't all that great. And let me explain why. Eminem can rap, that nigga can't make music at all. And I know that sounds kind of weird.
No,
But
that makes sense.
Every one of his beats, I'm just going. It's just like that. It's the one thing that's keeping everything from greatness. Like, and I'm kind of picking off Caleb a little bit because he made me realize, like, yeah, Caleb is actually kind of right. he raps so well. It's almost to the point where like we know you can rap. Whatever you're on, you're going to murder. We get that. But your producing skills, your beat making skills, is like that shit is either mediocre or just bad sometimes.
He
Like
produces
I don't think he produces all of them.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hired someone for that.
But how come? Well, how come it's not
I mean,
like?
anything you're saying like maybe his beat selection isn't.
Yeah, cause,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Because like the song, the reason that I think Lucky You is the hardest song on here because the beat is good, and the lyrics are good. When you have both of those things together, you have a good ass song. But some of these other songs, like as much as I like Kamikaze, the beat is a little weird. The same thing for Nice Guy, but that's the second half of the album. Let's keep with the first.
Let's stick with the positives. Positives, man. Positives.
Oh no, I mean
Dre produced it. Eminem also produced it.
Good job.
Paul Rosenberg.
Can we talk about Paul? Can we talk about Paul Rosenberg for a second?
Can we talk about the return of Paul Rosenberg?
So it's the fact that on the album, I'm looking at the album in the features and shit, right? Who made the song? The Paul skit just says Paul Rosenberg on it. Like it is no, but like Eminem doesn't even credit himself. I'm not too sure whether that shit was real or not. I don't think it was because that's just a real low-fast recording. But yeah, another song that stuck up was Normal. I thought Normal was pretty good. I didn't think it was as hard as everybody else thought it was, but it was still pretty.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I still think that the first half was better than the second half, even though the second half had like these golly ass puns, which were like really fucking funny, and that's what Eminem does best.
Yeah, I like Stepping Stone. That wasn't technically the first half. That was the second half.
Okay,
I like Stepping Stone.
Now we gotta talk.
I like Stepping Stone, but I just hated when he said Stepping Stone. That shit just bothered me. It sounded all V.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like Stepping Stone, the song. It does not fit on this album. It really doesn't. I'm sorry.
No, but well, yeah, I'm looking at it more inside of the vacuum. I just like it.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's a good song, but it's like it doesn't really fit the rest of the theme. It's like it's not like it's how like you can tell where it's like, all right, let's just put this song on here. That's that song right there. If you would just take out the rest of that song right there, it wouldn't affect the album in the slightest to me. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened between M and D12.
They broke up. Well, I mean, as the song suggests. Wow.
I just used you.
It's kind of awkward. It was kind of awkward because like the whole story's in the songs. I'm not sure if you didn't listen. But like after
it was hard to keep by Normal. I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of hard to feel. It's really hard to keep up. I'm still digesting like the first two songs, my guy.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I listened to like 6 times, but like,
my guy.
But what I can get basically like Obi Trice had died, and they kind of like split apart after that. Like it was like he was the glue holding everything together, and they just separated once.
Obi Trice died?
No, Obi Trice. Sorry, Proof.
I'm about to say like when that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really like that one, but still good.
Really? That was a great song.
It was okay. Like this would have been better on Revival. If you would have put that on Revival would have been a better album. I'm dead ass serious.
I know, that's why it's funny.
It seemed like a song that was like cut off from Revival because he just didn't have time to finish it.
That's fair.
That's just my thing. Okay, so I didn't like Not Alike. The one with Royce the 5'9".
So
That nigga was struggling for his verse. I'm sorry, Royce the 5'9" didn't do it.
Okay, to be fair, Royce is always struggling in his verse when Eminem's there. So just throw that out the way, cause like you saw Caterpillar, right? There's a reason why he went first.
I mean, yeah, I ain't got no rebuttal for that. But I don't know. It just feels like he did like a little bit more subpar. I feel that if you could have put, I don't know, Tech 9 on there since we're on the Tech 9 tip right now. You could have put, hey, that rhymes.
This nigga said the Tech 9 tip.
No, sometimes you can't get the person you need at the time you need.
But Royce, I don't know. Is he 5'9" for real? Because
Maybe I don't know. So I don't listen to it.
Yeah, me either. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like he could have just took Voice to 5'9" off that. It would have been a better song. I just didn't like his verse. It seemed like he was kind of like, even if M wasn't there, it kind of sounded like he was struggling. So that's just me. And then after Not Alike, you get Kamikaze, Fall, Nice Guy, Good Guy, and then Best. So that's officially the second half for me. So I think we can agree that the first half is a little bit better than the second half. Am I right?
Yes.
I like the whole thing.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I can't really say nothing about it, but I can still recognize that the better songs are definitely the first 7.
Yeah, I just disagree with you on Not Alike. I feel like Not Alike is good for what it is. Voice to 5'9" was weak, but again, he's always weak.
Damn.
I mean, it's Eminem, so it's just like, I swear, it always follows that theme.
You're trying to impress people too much, man. You end up stumbling.
Right.
I mean, I understand why he probably has to do it, because like,
Yeah, it's Eminem.
right.
Okay, so Nice Guy.
Ew.
What the fuck happened with Nice Guy?
I think that was just them fucking around, saying, "Hey, let's press buttons and make shit. We'll see what happens."
Who the fuck was saying? Was that Jesse Reyes?
Yes.
Or whoever the fuck, and Nice Guy too? Man, what the fuck was that? Like,
I already told you.
Chorus.
They just thought, hey, let's just say "suck my dick" 4 times with some distortion, and then there you go.
Suck my dick. Like, what? Why you gotta say it so hard, my guy? What's going on here? I don't know. Nice Guy was really weird, and I can't even remember Good Guy, to be honest with you. I think that one was bad too.
That was just the I don't know, the shit in the stick, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
That was just there.
Right, and finally we have Venom, and I swear to God, it's not even fucking fair to even count Venom. Venom was god awful. It was really bad. I have no idea. This didn't even deserve to be on an Eminem album. You should have put that on like the Venom motion soundtrack or some shit like that. And it even says from the motion picture, at least on Google Music.
Yeah, that was the last 3. I don't even know why. That definitely seemed like really awkward.
Right, it's like you could in an age where we have short albums nowadays that are doing really good.
Or just
I don't know why you decided to. Yeah, I don't know why you decided to put this shit on there. Venom was really bad, and then once again, that Eminem's ear for music comes into play for here. Venom, Venom, don't get him, Venom. I'm like, what the fuck is this, son? It's so bad. I can't even hear this being played in the fucking movie itself. I'm like, okay, it was a really bad song. And that's not the positive. The positive definitely outweigh the negatives for sure in this album, but I feel that it'll be a disservice to say like this album doesn't have a few flaws. What was I about to say? Once again, this does show that, you know, super duper lyrical rap is not dead at all.
Never was.
You still have, yeah, but you got these simple niggas that's saying this dead. I don't know.
It's
why.
funny because like I think it was in Not Alike, the song you didn't like. He literally stole Lil Pump's flow. He stole Bad and Bougie's beat and just did it better.
And that there was a generic one he did too, where he was like, I can't remember the line, but he like rhymed audio like 3 times with itself.
Like literally.
It wasn't exactly audio. It was like audio. I
think he said like audio, something with an Audi, and
yeah.
I don't know what the other one was, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it just goes to show like you can still play, you know, lit songs and have substance. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking for last fucking year. Like, I don't know, maybe that's why I was so like judgmental of Revival, but it was also just a bad album. I was waiting for him to like to just come back and say like, hey, you can also make good music and have some fucking talent. you can do both. You can have both. And he didn't do that. He put out like one of the worst albums last year, and I'm like, you everything you were saying prior to Revival, I'm like, okay, Eminem's he about to come back. He's about to do it. We're about to get some good old Marshall Mathers LP, some Eminem show, and with some right. And he gives us some country music, pop singing garbage, and I'm like, what is this shit? So yeah, but then he comes back with Kamikaze, and I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I was expecting at first, and I was expecting like the jabs at the terrible state that the industry is in. Well, it's not exactly terrible, but we just have terrible niggas that think they're good and then have a fucking following, so that they think they're good. Like there was this one line that M said. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was basically if you aim this gun at this nigga's head one more time. Sorry. He said basically like, how many times is somebody gonna fuck my bitch? And I'm like, right. I just have to think about that. Why does all of these niggas just keep on saying I'm gonna fuck your bitch? This happened. I swear to God, on that one cipher that Maurice does not like. I think it was it may have been not Future, but one of man, these niggas starting to blend in after a while. Oh my gosh. He has purple hair. Fuck, that's everybody.
He has purple hair? Talking about Uzi?
No. Not it may have been Uzi. I don't know. 21 Savage.
Yes, purple
21
hair.
Savage.
What the fuck?
Just leave me alone. Anyway,
Okay.
they started blending after a while. And I swear to God, this nigga got on the cyber and he just was like, and I fucked your bitch. And I fucked your bitch. And I fucked you, bitch. I'm like, yo, like how many times somebody gonna have sex with my wife in y'all songs? Can y'all please stop having sex with my wife, please?
Son,
I would really like it if you guys would stop having sex with my wife.
I mean, shit, some of these dudes don't even cuff bitches no more. It's like, fine, take her. Shit, I don't care.
Son, I don't know. It's little shit like that that Eminem kind of like brings to the light, and I'm like, yeah, he's absolutely right. Like this, hey, I fucked your bitch, haha, get it? I said that 700 times, and I'm just gonna like say shit, brain dead, Cyclops, brain dead, Cyclops, some shit like that. And it was like, yeah, he kind of has a point here. So I'm like, even though I don't think it's fair for Eminem to just completely bully all these niggas, because for one, he's 40. And these other niggas are like 20 or something, and also you can't shit on the newer generation because you're better than them, because obviously you're better because you've been in this shit for a while. So yeah,
I think what the message was is like, you guys were hating on my shit, but these niggas like legit present trash, but you treat like my shit like it was like the end of the fucking world.
That's fair. And that's it.
I think that's the overall message. He's just mad at, like, at first it was just like they just do their own thing. They have their lane, I have my lane, I have my fan base, I have theirs. But then my fan base is saying, oh, well, these niggas are, that doesn't like lynch them as hard. I'm trying to I understand to a certain degree.
Oh yeah, I can definitely understand the frustration. Like when niggas do garbage, it's great, but when I do something slightly bad, as if I wasn't the greatest of fucking all time and everybody's top 10 for the past 20 fucking years, and now I'm garbage. Now I'm worse than like Lil Pump and shit. Like, yeah, I can see how that can get under your skin. I just say I think he can handle it. I think he could handle it a little bit better.
Yeah, but it's definitely frustrating. So I think he handled it in the best way possible, giving us more content. So you know, I'm not gonna be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad that he and if Nicki Minaj, you're listening, this is at you. I'm glad that he took it to the music in the lyrics and gave us bars instead of just like going on a fucking radio show.
Yeah, you're making a radio show to talk about your own fucking shit.
Right, like you're going like everybody's doing like the whole Twitter shit, and yeah, I'm gonna do this, and this goes to some of my favorite artists, like, and they're no excuse either. Like Kid Cudi did the same shit, well, to a certain extent. And yeah, so he gave, instead of like bitching about it on a radio show on Sway Lee in the morning or whatever the fuck his show, man, I can't keep it. Sway in the morning and The Breakfast Club. You know, just give us some more content.
This nigga said The Breakfast Club.
Son, I don't even watch the fucking Breakfast Club, to be honest.
I'm still
I just keep on hearing.
Is that really what it's called?
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't even, and it's funny because they got like alcohol and shit in the background. I don't even think it's in the fucking morning. Anyway.
Come on, do your game, Breakfast Club. Thought you could trick us, but no, we were here. We do.
Right. Them niggas don't wake up early in the morning. Man, fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Fucking wine and shit and cheese and shit.
It's funny because they don't have none of that shit. Anyway, them niggas extra corny on the show too. So yeah, are we ready to give a a full-on score for this, or do we need more time?
I've listened to it about 6 times. I think any score I can give right now probably be the most accurate.
Shoot,
I would say 8.
Jerry.
In your arguments.
Honestly, I'd a lot of the positives did outweigh those last 3 songs, so yeah, I think 8's fair.
I'm going 7.5.
7.5.
And that's just not to be like, well, shit. There's a lot of songs I fucked with on here. I may give it one more listen, and then I'll.
I'm definitely.
But I'm gonna just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just say 8. But son, those last 3 songs, I'm like, God,
they were out of place. Like I thought I was listening to a different album by the time I got to them.
Right. It was so fucking jarring. It was like, and you know what? Nice Guy and Good Guy. I don't know why the fuck he did that. Nice Guy and Good Guy, I can take, but Venom was just like, whoa, just like, whoa, just. What the fuck is this?
It for what it was.
What was it?
It was Venom.
It was something, and it was trying to be something great, and I'll just take it as that. You know,
it was kind of.
Yeah, I get it. It was trying, and I can respect it.
It's funny because like I was wondering like why is he just making a song called Venom and it's like correlating to the movie, but I think it was from his song Fall. I want to say, he says like he relates himself to Venom as like the anti-hero, and that was like kind of the theme of that music video. And I'm like, well, if you're gonna do that, can you make the song, I don't know, good? Is that too much to ask?
True.
Please don't.
Son, I swear to God, if I hear this in the movie in any way, shape, or form,
you going back to the concession? It's like, yo, where my money at, son?
Hey man,
I don't
they
even care if y'all
Venom
niggas
in
I need
that
to talk
shit.
to. I need my money.
At least be supportive, because at least he's doing stuff like this. Like I don't bang with Call of Duty too hard, but I thought it was cool that he made a track specifically for Call of Duty like that.
Till I collapse, I'm playing these raps all in the son, I used to hate that fucking song just because it was on Call of Duty. Son. It was really bad. I mean, no, it was a good song, but I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't his best, but I do like that fusion of like rap and gaming. So I definitely want to see more of it. I do want to see it I do want to see it done better.
I want to see it good.
I want to see it good. I'm not saying all that.
Ooh, I'm like Venom. You know what's funny? They're probably gonna use Venom and yo, what if we're watching Venom, right? And they do like the cheesy Hollywood thing with like, in a world where such and such, and you think you have demons, I have bigger demons, and it gets to like the opening credits, and they're playing the fucking Venom song off of this album. Yo, I swear to God, I would leave. I can't take it. It's like because like it also like the title of the movie, and it's go like Venom. I'm like no, this is not it. this will never be it. So let's hope that they don't. Let's hope that they don't do that. Shout out to Sony. I hope Venom is good because I heard that it's not going to be rated R, and
he kills people.
There's rumors. So does Wolverine.
But he was rated R in the fucking Logan.
All right, one movie out of how many?
Yeah, because they didn't show like actual blood, but this nigga's like a fucking monster. Like it's different. Wolverine's a hero.
Son,
Wolverine's actually like a hero for those movies. He's not actually a hero because he's an anti-hero, and he does.
So Venom in this movie. He's an anti-hero.
I mean, no. Wolverine's an anti-hero in the comics. In the Hollywood version, he's more leaning towards hero, like way more leaning towards hero.
Okay. I'm hoping that it's rated R, but there's a couple of rumblings. Anyway, so what we got? 8 across the board.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. So yeah, can we talk about the disses in these songs real quick? So
there was a fucking lot of them.
Why was there so many? What's Eminem's beef with Tyler the Creator? What the fuck?
He called the album shit, or he called one of his songs off revival shit, I believe.
Okay, so everybody said that shit.
You sound like Paul. What are you gonna do? Make a whole album where you reply to everybody? It's a real.
What's next? Kamikaze 2 for everybody who hated Kamikaze 1. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea. Anyway, call me back. Son, stop. But man, what the fuck was I talking about?
You were talking about the disses.
Oh yeah, Tyler the Creator, okay, he called the album bad. Guess what, Eminem? The album was bad. I don't know why you're so butthurt about this. The album was bad, all right? And you know the album was bad.
You just defended that, by the way. You just said, like, when a shitty rapper does horrible, he gets praised or whatever, but when he does something mildly bad, he gets looked at as like, oh my God.
But Tyler the Creator's not shitty, though.
No, I'm not saying he's shitty. I'm just saying, like, that's why he's upset, because he does something that's, I guess, not his best work, and everyone looks at him as, like, dog shit, but these shitty rappers out here doing everything, like, wrong, and they're just looked at as heroes, like, oh, this is banging, like, this is going to play in the club. Like, you just defended this.
But nobody ever said that he's not, like, in everybody's top 10.
No,
and I understand what you're saying, no, because I definitely said that. But Revival was still a bad album, and I think that he's getting to the Eminem saying, like, all right, so take what I said and then take what I'm about to say right now. Eminem is getting to the point where he thinks that nobody can critique his shit, and I'm like, this was just a bad album, dog. Like, it'll be one thing if, like, the bad nigga said that it was just bad, but everybody said it was bad. Nobody liked this shit, and you're going after like Tyler the Creator, and for whatever the fuck reason, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, what was that beef about? Dang it, I forgot why Eminem was. Huh?
Yeah, I think he like said something to Haley or something like that. I'm not 100% on that.
No, that wasn't. Well, he just said something about Haley now, but I think it's already somewhere back.
Oh,
this is like something. Oh yeah, it was in MGK's. This Machine Gun Kelly said something like 2012, and now he's just responding to that shit. Yeah, I'm so serious. 6 years.
Damn, that's
6 years.
That's a long ass time, man. It kind of makes you seem a little bitter now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, that's kind of the whole point of his diss. Like, MGK would fucking in, bro.
Yeah, and in fact, all right, let's get off Eminem for a second. Let's talk about Machine Gun Kelly's everybody's other favorite white rapper.
Not Logic.
He's black. He's got some black in there. He says nigga.
He's half black. He can say it. He's half black.
Trust me, son. 400 years ago, that means nigga.
This nigga said 400 years ago, though. Not like, you know, 60
am I wrong or?
I mean, 400 years ago? You sure about that?
Anyway, Machine Gun Kelly. He came up with a pretty quick response to Eminem's diss. First off, I don't think that Eminem is at a point where he doesn't even have to fucking respond to somebody like Machine Gun Kelly. This nigga has like 2, maybe 3 songs that everybody can name. That's pretty much it. Nobody here can like name an album of Machine Gun Kelly's. Nobody can name the latest fucking thing he's done besides this fucking song. So this is Eminem making Machine Gun Kelly famous, for real. So,
I agree in a sense, but I will say this: I have respect for Machine Gun Kelly for doing that. Because think about it this way: how many rappers have been dissed by Eminem and have not done shit? They just say, "Oh, he's the best rapper alive. I can't do anything about that. That's Eminem. What am I thinking?" This man said, "Nah, fuck that. Square up, cuz. What's good?" And I respect that.
He did like end a nigga's career. I don't think anybody wants that.
I mean, but still, like, that still shows like how he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he like you can say whatever you want. Your past is your past. Whatever. Square up to me. You haven't stepped up to me.
Yeah, I really admire that dude for touching fire, even though he knew it was hot.
So you say he did not go in? You say he did not go in on that diss?
Yeah, he definitely touched the fire. I mean,
so I'm saying my man. I'm actually bold enough to say my man almost bodied a dude. I am that bold. I'm that wild. My man went straight.
Song.
Huh?
It's a good song, but let's not get wild here.
I'm about to say, man, those are some hard hitting bars, man. And from what he was saying, and if a lot of it is true, Eminem's kind of a shady motherfucker, man. No pun intended.
No, he is. I mean, yeah, but I don't think. I think you're upplaying his song a little bit.
How am I playing? I'm going off of what he's saying in the song.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like. I don't think it was like a terribly good song. Nothing he said made me go like, "Oh shit, Machine Gun Kelly going in." I didn't get none of that.
Well, we're two different people then. But I will say this. What did he say? Fuck. Yeah, one thing that kind of struck me, huh?
His fucking beard is weird.
Your beard is weird. Yeah, that was kind of corny. That definitely was corny. But one thing that kind of stuck to me was when Machine Gun Kelly was saying that Eminem basically was stopping Machine Gun Kelly's career from growing just by quote-unquote banning him from Shade 45 with Sway in the Morning. And I'm just like, really? You're gonna stop a dude from trying to get to a spot that he's working hard to for what? Like,
That sounds about right.
really? That's how you play, bro? You can't just end a nigga's career like your fans say?
Eminem kind of he kind of seems like he has a little pettiness inside of him.
You know,
if I'm being 100.
And
If I'm gonna keep it a buck.
a buck?
A buck.
A buck. Stop.
Buck.
Stop.
But yeah, he seems like he'd be a little petty.
But this is kind of having a backlash too. I mean, you might think I'm overhyping this, but it's honestly true. This is having more of a backlash because now people are saying like they're looking at Eminem like, hey, this dude just stepped up to you. You need to do something about this. Like, if you don't, thinking you're, oh, I don't need to respond to this, they're gonna think of you as a bitch. Like, this is the stir up that I feel as though hip hop kind of. I'm interested in this. Like, I'm really interested. I really want to see how Eminem comes back to this shit.
True.
Now, if he does come back, MGK, rest in peace. But
oh, you already know M is coming back.
Now, what if he doesn't come back though? What if he actually comes back with some bullshit? Because he did put out Revival. Think about that. Think about that.
Here's the thing, though. Eminem can like not even respond and still win. Think about that.
I don't know about that one. MGK has some real hard hitters in that one. I don't know if he doesn't come back, people gonna look at him like a bitch.
What more does Eminem have to do?
Prove that he's not a bitch. Actually, shut MGK up.
Nigga, did you listen to the album, son?
Did you listen to that?
This whole industry. Son. All right, so Machine Gun Kelly, this is bodied one beat and does one song on one dude. This nigga Eminem took on the entire fucking industry,
but,
guy.
See, you're saying one dude. Who is that one dude? One of the greatest rappers alive. Not just some fucking underground rapper. No, he's stepping up to the big dogs. This isn't just like one small rapper. Nah, this is a big name he's stepping up to.
I guess you got a point there, but let's not forget it's all to his benefit anyway. Even if he does get this real hard, I mean, now we know who Well, he's been around for a while.
He has been around for a while.
But now that he's in the limelight, no such thing as bad press. You're gonna use this shit. I would have done the same fucking thing. Oh, Eminem dissed the IMO podcast? Let's
yeah.
He kind of did, technically.
Well, you know what we gotta do, guys. We need to respond. Chop up the beat, Jared. Maurice on.
Son,
Maurice,
I am not about to get a part of this
16.
slaughter, man. I have a life to live. I'm sorry. You can handle that yourself. Maurice, that's your phone. I don't know.
Maurice, you got me? We got to come up with a diss track.
I ain't trying to be Joe. You know he still references that nigga in his track, like.
Oh right, he is still shitting on it. That shit is wild. That shit was like 10 years ago. So.
He's never coming back, son. That's it.
He never recovered. He could have did the Joe Budden thing and like rebranded himself, but he didn't do the Joe Budden thing. This nigga thought he was still hard as shit. Like, no, nigga, no, you're done. It's over.
You're done.
Do something else. It's funny. He's still getting interviews too. That's what's funny. Anyway, Kamikaze, real good, 8 across the board. Might change in a couple weeks, but who knows? I'm looking forward to Kamikaze 2, where he shits on everybody that didn't like Kamikaze,
including the IMO Podcast.
Right, I'm waiting for him to mention us. Huh? That's how you know we made it.
Yeah.
This video was brought to you by Squarespace. We need to stop saying these niggas' names. Anyway, yeah, let's move on. So, guess what's coming out Friday, y'all?
Spider Hope.
Tomb Raider.
That's next Friday.
Fuck.
You thought, nigga.
Thought I was doing something there. Well, there goes my joke. Looks like I'll just leave.
So, Maurice, how you doing, son?
I'm doing okay. So, you know, Spider-Man's coming out.
It is, isn't it?
That's how it's gonna do me. But no, Spider-Man is coming out. Quite possibly one of the most anticipated games of the year. There's a couple others. I can't really think of them right now. God of War's up there. Tomb Raider's up there.
Did you say God of War?
Yeah, God of War came out this year.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like to come out. Like God of War. I thought you meant like God of War was like coming out.
No, like one of the most hyped games to come out this year.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm in the mindset thinking like in the fall to the winter. I'm like, nigga, you good?
Oh no, I'm mentioning the entire year.
Okay, yeah, you good. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, so God of War, Tomb Raider, Spider-Man. There's probably a couple other shit on the Xbox. Oh, is it? I don't know. But
hey,
right, Forsaken.
Hey, it was anticipated. You can't lie on that one.
I keep on fucking repressing this game. So.
It's all good.
Anyway.
I don't blame you. I really don't.
Anyway, so Spider-Man is coming out to much acclaim. They must have lifted that embargo early because Insomniac was like, yeah, we know this game is good. Go ahead and talk about that shit. Give us some more press. Make it more hype. And lo and behold,
all the fucking marketing they're doing right now. So it's got
shit is crazy, right?
Yeah,
everywhere I look, I see that game.
Commercials, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen the game this well advertised. Well, outside of Madden and fucking Call of Duty and shit like that, I haven't really seen that game advertised as well in a while. And I'm thinking about it. Not even God of War was this well advertised.
I disagree on that. I think God of War is really heavily advertised. Like
even
heavily advertised.
Even though, well, no, you got me there because God of War did have a legit TV commercial that was probably on cable. I don't own cable, so I can't really.
Smart.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is also up there. But anyway, we're here to talk about DLC. Everybody's favorite word when a game first fucking comes out.
They mean to say acronym.
Nah.
Or is it what is? Because it's like 2 words technically, but it's 3 letters. I don't know. Don't mind me.
Anyway,
I'm a Nazi when it comes to English.
So Insomniac has announced that there is going to be DLC for the game. That's something we already knew. Well, we did know that it's going to be day 1 DLC, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. This game was supposed to be the beacon of light, the the savior. We were looking at this game like this is going to right all the gaming sins, and nope, it just has to succumb to the day 1 DLC, a concept which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. It will never make sense. And just like Maurice, I might be doing this shit because I'm sorry, I'm too hyped for this game. They might have my dollars. And as a Black Cat, they know, son, they do this shit on purpose. Oh, here's the girl you want to see in the game, DLC. Fuck. Well, here's the extra $10 here, Insomniac. Because
they know how to get you.
They know. They're doing the same thing with Soul Calibur, the one character that everybody wants to play. They want DLC.
I'm not sure about that. Well, maybe.
Talon.
I don't know. It's just I'm weird.
If it was like Nightmare, then yeah.
Why you have to correct them like that?
Because it's not. Because Talon's a different character.
If it was like Nightmare, then yeah, that would be different. Like niggas would be like, yeah, we're getting that. That's not even a question.
So that's like not having Heihachi.
Who's Jin?
Is that serious?
Yeah, for Nightmare, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the whole point of the game.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay, well, anyway, so yeah, we're getting day 1 DLC for Spider-Man. I would be mad at this game if it wasn't for the fact that I can't even talk about it because I'm fucking biased as shit. So my opinion is almost invalid. Cause I hate this practice. Y'all know I hate this practice. But I'm also very biased towards Spider-Man, and they're using that shit against me. Fucking industry. But I'm gonna go ahead and give my biased ass opinion. I know that this game probably took this game took like what 3-4 years to make. It looks fucking incredible. So I know that they prayed, Insomniac probably played a pretty penny to get this shit done. So yeah, they're probably looking for a little bit more return on their investment by this day 1 DLC.
Make the game good.
Right, like if the game is great, I think all of that will go out the window. But it could have been perfect and just say, hey, the game is great and this little nugget of DLC is included. It would have been perfect, but you know, it's like that. If a game like Spider-Man is going to do it, that means that literally everything else will do it and will continue to do it forever now. And I'm like, well, shit, I don't think Tekken did it.
Do what?
Did day 1 DLC.
Didn't Street Fighter do it?
Eliza.
We don't talk about Street Fighter in this game.
Eliza.
That was day 1 DLC?
Yes.
It's always a female, dog.
Sex sells.
I mean, you're
not
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, they got this shit down to a science. Am I mad at it? Yeah, but am I like not gonna get it?
Still gonna get that first date?
Fuck yeah! You already know, nigga. Might as well just give you my $15 right. How much is it going to be? Do we know?
60. Oh,
damn.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Those them Destiny numbers.
It's going to be 30, and it's only going to be an extra 20 if you get the deluxe edition.
So how much? Damn. So they want 80 bones for Spike. Ah, damn.
Yeah, you get that in the DLC, and then some other shit.
Woo. Woo. It might be worth. It might be worth, but 80 is that's Bungie numbers right there. I don't know what to say about that.
I think you mean to say Activision numbers too. Just saying.
Fuck Activision.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that leads into our speaking of Activision, that's a perfect segue. Destiny 2. Oh wait, that actually was a good segue. Hey, look at my boy.
This dude.
So you guys have been playing Destiny Forsaken. I haven't because I'm just now getting out of this abusive relationship. Wait, what?
I haven't.
I'm the only one that's been playing it because I have a problem.
So Jared doesn't love himself.
Nope.
Come from.
I love torturing myself, man.
Anyway, how is it, Jared?
Honestly, a lot fucking better. I would have a more, I guess, what's the one I'm looking for? Accurate review, like in a week, because this is the first like full day I've been playing this game, and I'm still like not even done with the campaign. Haven't really got much of end game, but so far, the economy, they've done a complete 180 when it comes to like, because at first when you get like materials on the planets, they were fucking useless, honestly. Like the tokens were used to get engrams from vendors on the planets. Literally, the shit you got was worthless. So now what they did was back kind of in D1, where the items that you get on the world, you use them for upgrading your weapons and armor, which is cool. It gives you a reason to actually farm for the shit. The weapons now have randomized rolls, and I think only purples do this, because so far the blues are exactly the same. I haven't tried out Gambit yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Good incorporation of PvE and PvP. Different weapons are going to be good because, normally weapons are either good only in PvP or PvE. Not both are combined. So, new meta. Awesome sauce, But yeah, so far that, scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a 7. Mainly because I haven't gotten the end game yet. I haven't seen the raid. That's probably going to be the make or break hit with the raid. But yeah.
Well, you don't have to give a rating. It's just more so your first impression.
My first impression, this hammer. Love this hammer.
Man, I haven't. Okay. Is it at first impression? Is it taking King?
Honest, I don't know. I would say yes, but it's not. I mean, it's kind of hard to say it's Taken King. I don't know, because I don't want to compare it to Taken King because it's its own thing. But I don't know. I haven't gotten really too much of end game to say that it's Taken King worthy of praise, I guess.
Well, what about like the patches and stuff? Like, how legit have they been? I mean, I know we've seen a bit of it on the podcast, but like
talking about like the weapon system. Like
weapon system.
So I hear a lot of complaints about obviously PvP, and the main complaint is you start out with a shotgun, and the shotgun is like one hit capable. The shoulder charge is 1 hit capable for Titans. Thank you God. And people complain about it because they don't really know how to deal with it. But I feel as though Bungie incorporated the perfect way to deal with shotguns. If you see a bright fucking white light, don't run at him. It's a shotgun.
Okay.
If you see a bright white light, don't bitch when you run at him and die. Because guess what? It's a shotgun. So get back and shoot him. It's really easy to see. Shoulder charge, I've died so many times running at people. You put yourself in so much danger just for a 1-hit kill. It doesn't, even though the seismic strike does an AoE ability, it will not kill more than one person. So it's a lot of risk for not as much reward as you would think. 1-on-1, instant kill. Sure, cool. Still, you can beat it by shooting him, with the guns that you're given. So stop bitching. Like, God, just shoot the fuckers.
Hey, bitches.
Not to mention, you can change your equipment on the fly, so you're
Right.
not locked to it.
Like literally, you can change to a sniper, you can change to a fusion rifle, you can change to a single shot grenade launcher. Which honestly, Orwin's Mall is kind of busted with concussion grenades because you literally just fuck up everyone's vision. And yeah, have fun.
Okay. Breaking news. I think that we got a release date for Spider-Man: Homecoming. So that's
Homecoming? You mean Spider-Verse?
Sending you the coordinates.
the next
See what you can
Marvel Spider-Man movie.
Oh, Homecoming 2. I thought you meant like Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse.
This nigga said Homecoming 2.
I'm
When
so
I just
lost.
said it was-
I am so lost.
Is the movie it's gonna be you know the next title is gonna be Spider-Man Far From Home.
So why'd you call it Spider-Man Homecoming?
I said Far From Home, didn't I?
No, you did not. You said
Oh,
Homecoming.
my bad. Oh, my
That's
bad.
why I was so lost. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Oh, my bad. Anyway, we got a release date for Far From Home. I think it. Fuck, I just had it, but May 2019, which is actually right around the corner. Now I'm thinking about, or July 2019, one of those two. So yeah, that'll be more Spider-Man news. Anyway, I think that's all we got for right now. We can talk about Naruto later because I don't think anybody played that shit.
I played it.
Save your opinions for next show. Microsoft do you guys want to talk about this Microsoft leasing program?
Oh, how Microsoft is completely stupid? Sure. Let's talk about that.
So is this another L for Microsoft?
Yeah, dude, you're literally gonna spend more money on this fucking console than you would just buying it outright. Literally, just
just
do
buying
fucking
pieces.
math. Are you serious? So what is it? Cause you get like the Xbox One X, and I think it was a year's worth of Xbox Gold, and some other shit. But if you buy that shit outright separately, it's like $30-$40 cheaper. Why would you lease it? Why? And here's the funny part. If let's say you don't make your payments, right? What are they gonna do? Send the police? Like, hey, this guy he's not paying his thing. Go repo his Xbox.
It's a real dark day. For,
You ever seen Repo Man?
Son,
actually, I didn't.
I will laugh my ass off if I see on YouTube some bulky nigga just comes to a dude's house and jacks his Xbox. You know how loud that man
Forrest
that was?
Whitaker just like coming in, just.
It's like, I'm taking your Xbox. You haven't been paying the fee. You know, you need to pay those payments. Like, son.
It would create a lot of jobs.
This nigga.
Come on, we gotta put Repo Man to work, son.
You right.
You damn right, I'm right. You know what I'm doing out here. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Unless Maurice wanted to go over his first impressions for Boruto, Burrito, as he would say.
Surprisingly, has been the worst interesting experience I've ever had.
The worst interesting experience.
Yeah, so the game's release was shit. Like complete shit.
I didn't even know it came out.
Yeah,
That's sad, I didn't
not even
either.
the fact that like there was no buzz, because there was definitely buzz for it. Thanks to YouTubers and shit. But Xbox has been unable to play for some time.
Wow.
There's an issue with like loading the game up. Not loading the game up. I'm sorry. So there's an issue with loading the game up. We can get into it normally sometimes, but if your Xbox, no. If you're on PlayStation, they have a physical copy. Once you finish a mission, it's like a 50-50 chance that mission won't, after you finish the mission or finish the PvP match, it won't load you into the next, into the hub world. So you have to deal with that, which is fun. We've had like very little response from Bandai Namco other than like today, and like when everyone was having all these complaints in the first place, they just kind of blamed it on PlayStation and said, yeah, PlayStation's looking into it. Please hold on. Like, no, most of these problems are with the game. I don't know if PlayStation can fix that.
So basically,
I wouldn't say dead on arrival because it probably has like a lot of life on the PC version, and if you bought digitally, you're probably not having any issues at all with digital on PS4. But it's just not a lot to do. The price point is kind of weird. Like, not even weird. It's just too much money because there's no single player. There's no single player experience.
What?
So what you're doing is pretty much like these missions what you're doing are these missions, and sorry for the pauses. What you're doing are these missions that they're like, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, the worst parts of Destiny story, right? You just go in, you do a thing. There's no actual story mode. There's nothing like storytelling or anything like that. It's just you fight X thing because you need to kill X thing. While the first few missions are very interesting, it gets very repetitive very quickly. The only thing I think is very positive about the game is the fact that the combat is pretty solid. Like, just the movement alone, it was something that I hadn't even considered until they released the game. And once you get into it, it's actually pretty fun. There's just like issues with balancing because Pain because Pain's ult one shots and one shots multiple people at once. So that shit he does in the anime where he locked Naruto up in that giant rock and Sasuke could do it.
Oh, Shibaku Tensei. That's in the game, and it one shots people who are inside of it fall under. Who get with the rock that falls under it. Yeah. Sounds fair.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. And it's on a close range type character, so that's fun. But other than that, it has a lot of potential as a game. It's just it wasn't marketed well, it wasn't priced well. They kind of seem like they kind of lazed out in certain areas because the customization is pretty dope and it's cool to run around the Akatsuki cloak, but there's not much as far as like there's not much meat and potatoes there besides like unless you really like that meat. It's probably a hard pass, so I can't really recommend this to anyone, especially with the state it's in.
Right.
Like, they're going into they're undergoing maintenance tonight, and that's cool, that's great, but there needs to be like a lot more to this game. I feel like it could be better after DLC.
And updates and patches and
And updates and patches.
Let's just hope we don't have a repeat of some flops where like the updates just don't come in time, and by the time the game's good, people have just moved on. Because that has happened before.
Oh, yeah, true.
And it's really sad, because some games really do have potential, and it's just, it just wasn't in time, too little, too late,
I thought this was going to be one of them. Oh, well.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really cool concept. It's really interesting. But it's just, they didn't execute it as well as they should.
I said the same for Battleborn.
Sadness.
Yeah, but Battleborn was actually a good game that just got killed by another game.
Oh, and a lot of problems. Trust and believe, there was a lot of fucking problems.
Can't refute that either. That's a good point, Steven. Why do they have something that one shots in the game? I don't know. I'm just stay out that shit.
It's team-based focus, and I guess some of the classes can get kind of ridiculous. So just, I guess the line of thinking was if you need to bop a nigga off the map like a beat. So we're gonna get this, but like the one shot isn't like immediate. Like you can't just like load up into the game and use it. You have to like build up meter. It's kind of like a smash. But the Pain one for sure one shots.
Hey, sounds fair. Shibaku Tensei.
Yeah. Shibaku Tensei. Anyway.
How can you even learn that? Like, do you have the odds? Let me see.
He's like, nigga, you cheating.
Oh, right. I never understood why you needed the eyes to do that shit.
Because the eyes give you the jutsu.
Yep. You needed both Uchiha blood and Senju blood.
So you don't need Uchiha blood for that. You just no, you don't need Senju blood for that. Just
could have sworn you needed Uchiha and Senju blood, or cells.
Fuck. My bad. No, yeah, you're right.
Busted. Let's make it every. So you had to be a Soul Reaper human visor Shinigami.
Ichigo.
Crazy, son. I hated that shit so much, but let's not talk about Bleach right now. How the fuck can you just make him every fucking thing?
Okay, you just go back into it, gotcha.
That's like making Superman Kryptonian, human, and everything else in the fucking DC universe. I was so upset. Oh, here we go. Superman is a plant god. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, if we go to a red sun, do we become Superman?
No.
Fuck.
I think red sun has a negative effect on us, but I can't. No, I don't think. Maybe it does. I don't think
so. If humans went to the Kryptonian sun, we don't become gods? That's fucking stupid.
No,
I'm pretty sure if any human goes to a sun, we'd fucking burn, but that's
you know what I mean, nigga. Damn.
Superpower, we get extra crispy.
Son, we about to become the literal Human Torch.
Well, since these niggas don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, guys, if you like what you listen to, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do all of that shit. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck we don't become gods when we go to Superman's planet, but when
We
Superman
would
comes to us,
die
I mean, we could go to Krypton. Krypton
and
has
die
air. Krypton has air
and
Krypton has
death.
air, right? What the fuck? What? Well, if obviously if Krypton didn't blow up.
Son, do you know how long it will take for us to get? We die before we get halfway
Oh my
there.
god, you are really getting into this. You, if Superman could get here, we can get there.
But we're not
Thanks for-
Superman, though.
All right, so that's our show, guys. We please like, subscribe, do it right now. Do it right now. All right, peace out, please. Peace out. Get the fuck off.
Peace out, pimps.